Booyah Coronado.
I was super excited to get out on my first bikepacking trip. After having done a number of long distance backpacking trips in the previous years, I've always had my eye on bikepacking. It seemed like the next evolution in human powered multi day adventures. After about a month of scoping out different routes, John, Cedar, and myself decided to attempt the Grand Staircase Loop in southern Utah.
My little strap on my
This is real bikepacking. This is it.
yeah.
Just grunting, sweating, fixing stuff.
Little maintenance going on.
Bikepacking's hell.
Oh, goddamn fell off again.
Pretty sure I got a spare. Holy crap.
Why am I even filtering? I also have Aquamira.
Started day 2, feeling pretty good. The sun is up now, warming us up. Wasn't too chilly last night, got a little cold right before the sun came up, but feeling nice and warm right now. We just did a little climb to get out of Last Chance Creek campsite, and now we're headed towards Lake Powell or Big Water. We'll see where we go. Here we are at the top of Kelly's
Point?
Kelly's
Grade.
Kelly's grade.
Grade. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, next time. This is the place.
At the top of the Kelly grade, we met some fine gentlemen from Salt Lake who were out here 4-wheel driving. They offered us some beef jerky and let us know their concerns about getting paint chips on their Jeep.
Don't chip the paint.
Don't chip the paint.
I don't want you getting stuck up here with a paint chip.
What would the neighbors say?
Yeah.
Oh, we should get these guys to take a photo of us all.
That would work.
For me, the top of the Kelly Grade was my favorite view of the whole trip. From this point, you could look out and see Lake Powell and the town of Big Water below. It was almost like looking at a different planet from here. After we were done soaking up the views, we had the decision in front of us of whether to head to Lake Powell or to Big Water for our next water stop. Either way, I knew we were about to enjoy miles and miles of downhill to get to the valley floor.
Kelly Grade. Oh, that's it. Good.
After our siesta in the shade, we opted to skip biking to Lake Powell as it would have added an extra 10 miles onto the day. As we headed back out into the hottest part of the day, the thought of getting an ice cold beer at a gas station in Big Water kept us going. While there was no beer, we were able to get plenty of snacks and cold drinks from the gas station. After we filled our waters up at the spigot outside, we biked about 11 more miles to end our day as we reached the Cottonwood Canyon Road outside of town where we would camp for the evening. This marked our longest day on the trail and my longest day on a bike ever at 51 miles.
What'd you hear about the road?
Get out. It's sick as hell. Grand Big Pack Parties right out. Oh.
third morning felt like we were making a lot of headway on the Cottonwood Canyon Road as we got about 20 miles in before our first siesta under the cottonwood trees and next to a fresh spring. I quickly realized that bikepacking is basically a good excuse to eat a lot of snacks in a pretty place. I could definitely get used to this.
Or you, yeah, you did,
As we continued on the Cottonwood Canyon Road, we found ourselves to do a couple different side quests along the way. I had totally forgotten about these in our research, and it was definitely a pleasant surprise having biked all this way.
Thank you.
Was that magical?
That was awesome.
Yeah. You get the shot.
I got the shot.
That's what they do in slot canyons.
Yeah. To hit the light.
As we made our climb out of the valley, away from the arch, we came upon this mountain pass, and in the distance we could see what was the mouth of the Kelly Grade. This was wild to see the amount of distance that we've covered on our bikes. This was one of the reasons that I got so excited for bikepacking. You can just cover so much ground in such little time on these bikes, with having everything that you need attached to them. It was pretty cool to be self-sufficient.
Yeah, I'm so thrilled about these things.
I probably will do a half day at best.
Cool. But the U's and the I's will be working together. I'm just doing instant shit.
Our final day seemed like the hardest test that we had so far on the trip. It felt like we were climbing for miles and miles as we made our way up to Death Ridge. While it was super pretty, we didn't make too many miles before it was time to have a siesta.
Oh, so good.
While hiking the bike up all of these hills seemed gruesome, I knew that this was our last day on the trip, and I did my best to savor the environment that I was in, knowing that we would head back into civilization soon.
Yeah.
We're on the last 10 miles. What a great trip. The last 20 miles or so was so hard. So much climbing.
With the last 10 miles in front of us, it was amazing to see on the map that it was all downhill to the truck. We cruised our way back to the truck, soaking in the scenery along the way.
Almost there. Woo! Just destroyed.
Woo! Fucking sick.
Wasn't that the best finish ever?
With full stoke in the air as we made it back to the truck, we unpacked our bikes, loaded them up, headed into town, and of course, got some pizza. As I look back on this trip, I'm absolutely blown away. It was amazing to make these memories and discover all of this scenery on two wheels. Not bad for a first bikepacking trip. I'm definitely gonna do it again.
That couldn't have been a more glorious ending.